man, we got something fun here that you guys had actually started a job, a flooring job.
Yep.
You guys did back in July, right? And
Yep.
we're going to show them this. This is cool. And they actually called you back and said, look, we'd like to do some more flooring, right?
Yeah.
So, Ryan, why don't we talk about what this is here?
Well, this is a concrete coating. Specifically, this is their pool deck coating.
Yeah.
And so this coating right here is slip resistant, chemical resistant,
Yeah.
and it's 100% UV stable, so perfect for outdoors and places like that.
Right. And of course, there's a warranty on it, right?
That's right.
It's how many years? How long? It's pretty
15-year
15
residential warranty. We do 5 years commercially.
Right.
And then you get a lifetime warranty on the UV stability from fading and yellowing.
One of the things I think I'm most impressed with is that a lot of times the concrete will be severely damaged,
Yep.
right? Like I'm going to show them this area here,
Sure.
right? And this is from, acidic rain that stacks up and it etches the concrete really bad, right?
Yep.
And then let's walk over here and show them what's going on over here, because there's a polyurea filler, right,
Yep.
that they use. And this actually has the, like the salt texture, right? Where they
Yeah.
put the salt on the concrete.
salt finish.
Salt finish, right? And so what we do here, or what Steve does, is they come through here, they fill all this in with the polyurea, and then they'll take the grinder back through and shave it, right? And when it's done, the surface will be perfect,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So a lot of times, there's actually a lot of money. It's like it's a lot cheaper to actually put the coating down
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
than replace the concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. And in every case, if you replace concrete, you still have concrete. And so, but if you hire us,
Yeah.
and not only do you get the concrete repaired, but you get this beautiful coating that's extremely functional and backed with a warranty. So it's a no-brainer.
Right. So they had done the pool deck here, and they decided to do the bar area over here, right? And you can see, of course, there's a lot of imperfections in the concrete, so that's going to look cool. It's going to be fluent all the way through,
Yep.
right? Now, can we take them around to the front?
Yeah.
Because I want to show, because
Yeah, let's
there's
do
more
it.
than that. And I know that the clients were pretty impressed. We just talked to one of the homeowners here, and she was,
Yeah. The Kirk family, they just absolutely were thrilled with the project. So they gave us a call back about a month after we ended up finishing the pool deck, and they just really wanted us to come back out and do the barbecue area, and we're actually doing the front porch. So
I want to show them this too real quick.
Yeah.
This is actually the cutter, right? The diamond, it's a diamond blade?
this is the concrete grinder,
Okay.
and under here, I can even show you. I'm
Okay.
not very heavy, so check this out. You can take a look under there.
All right, let me take a look here. Oh,
That's
wow.
where you got the diamond tooling under there.
Yeah. Seriously, man. That's awesome.
And this piece of equipment is like over $20,000. Like, this is the real deal right here.
Yeah.
Most guys, they don't invest in the equipment like this.
Yeah.
But this is one of the reasons why we get to provide that warranty, is the product is prepped properly.
Right. And it actually, for the amount of grinding that goes on, because there's a vacuum system hooked up to it, and
Yeah.
that catches most of the concrete. So it's actually, there's a little bit of dust, but not as much as you would think.
That's
from
right.
Cutting concrete.
There's dust for sure. We collect about 95% of the actual dust with, we have triple HEPA filter vacuums. Even those vacuums themselves are about $6,000.
Wow.
We got a couple of those too.
Yeah. So let's show them real quick.
Okay.
I know they're doing some grinding out here. Now they're hand grinding this, right? I think.
Well, we actually ground it down with the 30-inch grinder right
Okay,
there.
yeah.
And then they're also hand grinding in certain areas.
Okay.
So we're going to be stopping right here.
Yeah.
We're doing these.
Gonna do the steps and everything,
the
right?
steps all the way down to the curbing right here.
Yeah, that's gonna look nice. Same color, right?
Same color. That's right.
Speaking of colors, there's a bunch of different ones you could choose.
There's about 20 different colors, and typically we do the chip system, which is what you saw back in the backyard. But there's some other systems out there. So if you have questions or you're curious about what else we might be able to do, give us a call, and we'll be able to help you out.
I can't wait to see this. This is gonna look nice. met Larry and Sharon, and they are the homeowners here of this beautiful home. And you guys actually had some work done here before, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys had the pool. I'm gonna show it to them real quick. Do you mind? Let me show them how beautiful this is. Look at this beautiful pool back here. Isn't that nice? And you guys had this put in. And so what was your first thought when you saw this?
Well, actually, what happened was we were at the home show at the fairgrounds last spring, I believe it was, and we ran into fellow Ryan, who was representing Steve Holloway, and he explained this coating process to us that he did for cement, and we had a terribly ugly old patio made of the salt, type of pockets. Just it was, from 15
Ugly.
years ago, just totally ugly. We had cracks in the cement, and we didn't really know what to do with it. We've had neighbors that painted it, things like that, and the paint would wear off. So anyway, Ryan told us about this great coating, and it's even a better coating. The process is a much stronger coating than the epoxy coatings that people do. This is real similar looking
Polyurea.
to the garages that people do a lot, and so we said, we don't want to tear out all this concrete because it was just cost prohibitive. So we said, yeah, come on and do this. And so they came in. It took them 2 days to do it, and it was just, it's just been fantastic. I mean, it was like adding another room to our house. Before we were ignoring the patio, and now we, of course, it's not wintertime, but during the summer and so far in the fall, we've just been using it like we never have before.
Right.
So we didn't finish it out. We have an area over by the barbecue.
Let's go take a look at it. Let's go. Why don't you guys follow me over there real quick? Let's go take a look, because you guys had it done all the way to here, to where the barbecue pit ends, right? And now we've got it all the way into this barbecuing area.
Correct.
And man, does it look good. I mean, that looks so nice on the edge and everything. I mean, it looks like it's all brand new.
Yeah, it actually does. It looks like new concrete. And like I said before, it's just cost prohibitive to jackhammer out all that concrete and replace it.
Yeah.
And this coating is so durable and so strong. It's so easy to take care of. All you have to do is just basically hose it down.
Right.
And it's clean.
It's beautiful.
It doesn't stain. We've had, since we've had the concrete coating, we'd put a couple of plant pots on there, some of our patio furniture, and we'd have a couple of rust stains. And I go, oh, I freaked out. We got a rust stain, and so I hosed it down and I rubbed it with a rag. It came right off.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And not only that, it hides a lot of the texture that you picked out here. It actually hides a lot of imperfections. So if it does get a little dirty or something gets on it, it's not, it doesn't stand out.
You can't tell.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, it's so easy to clean. And the other thing is that the Steve Holloway guys, and I know this sounds like a typical commercial. Everybody says, oh yeah, they were great, because you used whoever you use, you want to, say they were, but they really are. Steve Holloway's guys are top notch. I know Steve. He came out on the job site and introduced himself. Great guy. His employees, they just were excellent workers. The processes that they did, I was just amazed.
And Ryan is awesome. He's a wonderful salesperson. He's a good representative.
Very
for the
knowledgeable.
company. And he comes out with the guys, checks things out, makes sure that things are in order.
Going
And
right.
so he's awesome.
So we've just been super happy how this all turned out, and so we had them come back, do this section,
and the front porch.
And the front porch, right? The front porch looks awesome.
Yeah, Sharon wanted them to do the front porch, which I wasn't really crazy about, But
What a difference.
She insisted, so we did it.
It sure looks nice.
And it looks great.
Yeah.
We had flower pot stains out there on the concrete. We had cracks. It just makes it look like a totally new pour.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, very cool. Now, we're going to go take a look at that. But I also want to talk about one more thing, too, Larry, because you have something in there that is very interesting that when I walked up, I saw it. And I don't want to go away. Can we show them what it is? Let's show them what you have in your garage. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like this. Well, look at this thing, man. Larry, I walked in, and it's hard to walk by this and not take notice of it, right? Now, tell us about this. Tell us a little bit about how you got this.
Well, you know, I'm a lifelong hunter, mostly deer most of my life. You know, some hogs, small game, but I've always wanted to hunt an elk. And you know, I went to Colorado a couple of years and Utah a couple of years and was never successful. And so I hunt on the Tejon Ranch, and the Tejon Ranch is just a wonderful place. They've got 270,000 acres
Wow.
of undeveloped property, and it's just, you know, it's 40 minutes from Bakersfield.
Yeah, incredible.
And they've always had a special elk hunt. Now you have, you know, this actually is a management bull, what they consider a management bull.
Okay.
They also have trophy hunts as well. The Rocky Mountain elk, which is the large variety, and the Tejon has some of the best genetics in the country for elk.
Wow. Is that just because their management is so good on them? Like,
Well, it was because of where they originally came from. There's a couple of different stories of how the elk came to the ranch. Some people said back in the 50s there was a farmer up in Tehachapi that actually brought some in during a storm. They got through one of the fences and populated the ranch. So, you know, the ranch has had these since the 50s.
really?
Yeah, and so they've developed this herd, and they've managed it so well over the years. And these are free range elk. This isn't high fence.
Yeah, they're not putting them in a pen, right?
They're not
Ready to-
putting them in a pen. These are wild elk.
Yeah.
And this guy was a management hunt, and I couldn't be more happy
Yeah.
with what I got. He has 13-inch bases, and if you know anything about massive elk, that's just exceptional. He's not a gigantic scorer because he is one of their management elk. They want to, you know, his 6 points and his fifths actually and 6 aren't developed the way that they want their elk to develop. So that's why they wanted this one out of the herd.
Really? Yeah, because
Right.
you're saying that there are some out there too that are a lot bigger than the one that you got, right?
There's ones that make this look like a baby.
Really?
Yeah. So
Man, that's incredible.
I mean, they have hunters that, and I'm not going to say every time, but they have hunters that will take occasionally elk over 400 inches,
Whoa.
which is a super trophy for
Oh,
elk.
man.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, guys, just down the street. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that great? People think that, like, what do you got to do around here? Man, we have some of the best trophy hunting elk
Right.
in the country here.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
amazing.
you know, I'm going to say this: it's not cheap, but if a guy has gone out of state 3 or 4 years and been unsuccessful, he's going to be close to what it costs for the management hunt.
Right. And like I said, not anybody can go up there. This is not, you can't just go up there.
No,
And
you
shoot
can't
elk.
go up
You gotta-
there.
you gotta-
No, this is
protect,
totally
yeah.
controlled. You have to go to the ranch office, the game office,
And there's a waiting list, right? You
and
had to
there's
wait.
a waiting list. I had to wait 1.5 years to get this
Wow.
hunt, and but it's, you know, to me it's worth it.
And it was like, for you, it was more than one day, right? It was like a multiple day.
It's like a 5-day hunt,
Yeah.
and they will do everything for you. You're guided one-on-one. They have beautiful hunting lodges up there. They have 2 of them, one on the north, one on the south. They feed you. They have great meals,
Yeah.
and it's just a wonderful experience.
Right. And the thing I thought was interesting is that, you know, you're not shooting the first elk you see.
No,
That'd be like the worst thing you could do, right?
No.
Because you may have something great out there. So it's like you want to wait to make sure that it's worth it for that one that you get.
Exactly. And the guides were so helpful, wonderful guys. I know a lot of them because I've hunted at the ranch for years.
Yeah.
And they're super guys. They're very knowledgeable. We saw elk every day. And, you know, if a guy's an elk hunter and he wants to save his money and have a primo experience, you know, that's the way to go.
Man, I tell you what, that's like a once in a lifetime thing for a lot of people.
Yeah. The reason I've got it soaking in the skull plate soaking in the salt right now because that's the way the taxidermist wants it.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm getting.
I'll say, obviously, you're getting this thing mounted for sure, man. Yeah.
So, I keep it in the salt, and then he'll call me up at some point and want the antlers, and then put it all together for me.
Man, congratulations on that deal.
Well, thank you.
Very cool. All right, well, we're back, and man, this is beautiful. And now we are ready for a clear coat, right?
That's right.
Tell us about the clear coat.
Absolutely. So the clear coat that we use is a chemical called polyaspartic. It's an extremely high quality product meant for high traffic areas. When I say high traffic, I mean foot traffic constantly. I mean vehicle traffic, maybe a forklift, something like that.
Wow.
So right here in the front porch, it's going to super exceed any traffic that's going to be here.
Yeah, you know, I would look at this and you almost think this is a finished product. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's because, I mean, it's that durable. I mean, we're walking on it, right? There's no fear of like, oh, be careful, you should be walking on this.
Right.
Because, I mean, it's that sturdy before you put the coating on.
Yeah, these chips, you're going to fill these chips through the top coat, which adds the slip resistant factor to the actual finished product.
Right. And I saw something too that you guys do offer. There is two different versions. You can actually have the standard is the glossy, right? And you can actually have a matte finish.
That's right.
Right, where you put down the glossy first, and then the matte is sprayed. Is it over that? Is it over the clear, or how does that work?
Yeah, if you're going to do a matte finish, we'll put down a gloss coat first because it has a better adhesion to the actual chips and everything like that.
Yeah.
And then you put a matte finish over it to kind of put down some of that gloss.
Right.
But you don't sacrifice any of the functionality or the benefits.
Right, very cool. All right, well, here is the front porch area, and I have to say that this looks like a brand new pour. Am I wrong? I mean, this looks like brand new here.
Oh,
It is.
it is. Yeah, it's brand new looking to us. I mean, it's great.
Man, look at this. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's like being in your house. It's gorgeous, and I can't wait to put out my new stuff and decorate and make it.
Now, this
look
was
really
your
nice.
idea, right?
It was her
Of course.
idea. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I love to decorate.
I wasn't all that convinced how it would look out here, but I'm really pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
absolutely
It's gorgeous.
stunning.
You know what I like? The color selection's really good because it's not jarring against your existing concrete.
Exactly.
Is that?
And that's kind of what I was a little bit, leery about. Was I didn't want there to be a huge contrast between the existing cement and where it ended with the new coloring and the coating, and having the walk going out between the grass and having it be too bright, or all you did was focus in on that and have a bright color or something. I was just a little worried about how it was all going to blend together, but it's a subtle enough color where it just kind of blends in, but it's still, you still pick it up and it still pops.
Yeah, because even that curbing would feel out of place if you had it like the sidewalk was dark. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so like now it's like it all blends in.
Yeah. No, it just really looks good. I'm just super happy with it. So yeah, as we were with the back. I mean, we've just been.
Yeah,
It's like a new house.
Part of the house
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Very good.
We didn't enjoy it before.
Well, there you go. And man, thanks for helping us out on this interview, man. Very
bet.
cool and very good testimonial.
Thanks.
For sure.
Yeah, if like I said, if anybody has any doubts about Steve Holloway, don't. They are just an excellent company, and the workmanship is just top notch.
Yeah.
So
Very good. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. All right.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
All
This
right.
is Billy
all right. Good.
at Bakersfield Tough.
Thanks, Billy.